Well, good day, YouTube. Been a few days. Had some crappy days. Had a couple good days. A new term I got a half and half day, and that's pretty self-explanatory. But didn't get any phlebotomy this week. Hematocrit numbers are off, so no dice there. We'll see what happens next week. Ferritin level is down to 108.
Station 2116.
Just a second.
There is an urgent civil for
Still needs to come down on that level there. Want to get down to 30. Seems like the more they take, the less the ferritin goes down. So I had 1 week I was at where was I? 160. And then the next week I went in there, took the test, and I was only at 158. Some people, they swear you drop 30 every time. I don't know. Everybody's got their own theory on it. You know, the very first time I did it, I dropped over 400 points on the very first one. So it's just wherever. I don't know if you can really do anything to regulate it, you know, to make a difference. But just kind of goes where it wants to go. And wasn't the best time around home either. Yeah. A couple spit spats and, you know, coming up, basically changing doctors and otherwise she's not too thrilled and more worried, you know, but it kind of is going to save us time in the long run, but don't really need all the doctors that I have now. So got a doctor's appointment today with the hematologist, and we'll talk to him. I think I talked about this the last time, and we'll decide if we're going to let this new PCP take over the hematocrit level. I'm pretty positive we did talk about that. And, you know, it could make things easier. I could get my phlebotomies here in town, get my tests spun up here in town, but then there's the not knowing, you know, we've been working so hard at everything, you know, and now we have to throw a cog in the wheel and basically start over. GIs stayed the same, you know, pain specialists stayed the same. I still got this weird feeling that my old PCP's already fired me. Cause I haven't said nothing to him yet, but supposed to have a virtual phone call meeting appointment with them tomorrow. We'll see if they call. They usually call the day before, and they give me a choice. What do you want to do? Come in or just do it over the phone. And the last time I went in, because I had some questions that, you know, lied to me to my face, you know, not on the phone. And that's when the ones that went south, and, you know, they just didn't understand what no meant. And you know, maybe he's pissed off. I did, you know, when I walked out, I didn't do anything that he wanted me to do, you know. Wanted me to go see this rheumatologist, you know, I'm just not going to. And, you know, the time you go see a new doctor, you know, it's like anywhere from $400 to $600 for a new patient establishment, you know. And now you want to run some tests on me. Now you want to give me some pills. You know, it'd be easy to jump up to $1,000, and very easy. But we'll talk to the hematologist and see what's going on there. I don't remember if I told you guys, my daughter's test did come back positive. I know at one point I said it was negative, but I don't think they were getting the right test done. And she didn't really tell me, but she told me she tested positive. So, they must have figured out and listened to me bitch enough about not getting the right test, and they went and got it. So the granddaughter definitely needs tested. I see them treating 4-year-olds for this and doing phlebotomies on them, and the ones that get caught early, you just treat it, you live a normal life. I've said before, my mom turned 85 this year, and she ain't got a complaint one. But it's something that need to keep an eye on. And so hopefully they'll get her in to get tested. Sounds like there might be some confusion on the age and this and that, but it's hereditary, so you could probably test this in vitro. I mean, I'm not a specialist, but if it's in the egg, it's in the egg, so there's that. I definitely know it can be tested at birth, and you either have it or you don't. It's as simple as that. It's not something that grows in you over time. All of a sudden you're, older and it's grown. No, you're born with it. And so hopefully they'll get her tested soon. And my son, I really don't know what's going on. He hasn't been tested. And I don't know what the holdup is there, but what can you do? So if my new PCP, or if my old one, I guess, has fired me, I'm gonna have to scramble all over again for pain medication probably, and that's gonna suck. And I do got the pain specialist, but I don't think he will even write the script himself. I'm not 100% sure. Basically, he's the man with the license and the coconut-sized cohinis to put his John Hancock on a paper from the DEA. And so once he does that, then my PCP says, well, this guy said it was all right, so, and we can thank the government for that, but I don't know. I'll have to find out. And we'll find out, tomorrow at the latest, like I said. So they haven't called me yet. If they do, I'm just going to do virtual over the phone and med check and say, yeah, all's good, just give me my pain meds. Yeah, and that's really all I need from you. And see, what else do I got for you? That's about it. Just, crap days off and on, flip a coin, the bad days at home, that's what it was caused by, changing these doctors, and we were kind of in a routine, and for the most part, everything flowed, not that the nurses knew what they were doing, but, as far as the scheduling, it was flowing pretty good, but just a pain in the butt. And I think she's just worried about it, and kind of had a tizzy yesterday before she went to work, and she came home for lunch, and I just acted like nothing happened, and and the day carried on, and that was that, So she went after work, got me all stocked up on food I'm supposed to have, I guess. But not a whole lot I can't eat anyways. And see where we're at. But I'll probably kick out something over the weekend. We'll find out what the hematologist has to say. We got a few questions for him. And we'll make the decision, are we going to use both of these doctors, or we're just going to use one of them, to do both of these things, to be my primary and to handle the hemochromatosis, and or not. I don't want the hematologist to feel like we're firing him, because that's not the case, and we haven't really dealt with him enough to know. It's like, hey, these numbers are out of whack, and there's only one way to get them, even close to where they should be, and that's to do this, And other than that, it's not a whole lot he can do. It's incurable, so he has no magic drug concoction to mix up for me, and it is what it is. But it'd be maybe easier, I think, at least for myself, just to have one doctor instead of two. We've had 4 and 5 doctors at a time, and it kind of sucks. They all have their magic concoctions. That's kind of what happened, with the peritonitis. It's just like, y'all, just too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and I've been looking into some of the medication I'm taking, and there's another one that's been bothering me for some time. Why do I take this? What exactly is it for? Why did they give it to me? I've never needed this before, and not really getting the answers. And it was something that was given to me in ICU, and I've been on it since I got out, so we're talking mid-December, I think I got out of ICU. But, so I got the reading, just like I did the other ones, it's just like, this isn't making any sense. The dosing's not making any sense. And I don't know why I'm taking it. No one's told me why I'm taking it. And so I'm still taking it, but I changed the dosing, to what's recommended by UC Davis and the Mayo Clinic. And, they're the same. They have the same info. And there's a plethora of other teaching universities, and, you get the same answer. So I've been talking to the wife about it, like, I just don't know, what the dealio is. It's like they have me taking it 3 times a day, every 8 hours. So it makes it really hard to dose, because when you look at the dosing chart, they say absolutely do not take this past 6 p.m. But we want you to take it every 8 hours. So they want you to start like at 7 o'clock in the morning and not go past 6 p.m. and get you 3 doses every 8 hours apart. So this isn't making sense. And so, they recommend every 3 to 4 hours, but do not take it past 6 p.m. Don't take it if you're going to lay down, take a long nap. Do not take this drug, and do not take it and go to bed. And so it's not making any sense. I probably have to talk to the new PCP about it. I don't think the hematologist will deal with that part, but it just doesn't make any sense. And just like the diuretics and stuff and the salt, it just wasn't making any sense. Still no ascites build up. So yesterday was week 5 of no peritonitis being done. No fluid build up in my body anywhere, and that's been nice. It alleviates some of the pain, but not all of it. It's nice not having to make all these trips to get it done, and it's not pleasant. I was bringing in like 3/4 liter a day. It's all figured out in the earlier videos. I have it figured out by body weight and everything else. But that's been real nice. I think I said the new doctor I have, he said probably won't ever have to have it done again. And that'd be great. And I've done a lot of research and reading where people only got to have this done twice and they're good to go. And by golly, it looks like I just got a reminder for my virtual appointment tomorrow. So I guess he hasn't fired me yet, and it wouldn't really matter. I'm doing all right, I still got a buttload. I think last month I had 50 of the pain pills left over when they refilled. And I just tell them, I got like 2, or whatever. I just give them some stupid number. I think I've given them 2. I think I've given them 4. I think tomorrow I'll tell them, I got 6 pills left, So the scheduling for that is every 30 days. It's a narcotic, opioid. And so there's special dosing guidelines. Thank you, DEA, for making that happen for the people who need it. Said no one ever. But so I'll be ahead again. So, pretty soon I'll be over a month ahead. I'm just squirreling them away. And I said something about this too a while back in one of my blogs. The pain specialist, once I was telling him the process, which wasn't surprising to him at all, how people end up out on the streets. He told me if you can squirrel them, he's like, squirrel them away, man, like it's winter nut stash, and, don't try to make it so you run out at the exact right time, because you're scared they won't refill. They will. But just don't tell them you have 50 left over, because now you're going to be talking. And that's where I'm at. I don't know. There's probably 70 pills in there, I think, maybe. I mean, I didn't count this time, but, so I'll be 70 pills ahead, The leg pain, I'm going to have to pause this just for a few minutes. Hang on. Okay. The leg pain, it comes and goes. Not too bad today. Some days it's real bad. And I've had a couple of good days since I last blogged here. Today's not too bad. Just took a pain pill when I got up, like 6 o'clock. And that'll probably do me all day. And there's a little bit of pain, but not enough to warrant, opioid. Really, there's not. But see, I was gonna cover something else too. Oh, that was one of the things that the old PCP. That's why he wanted me to see the rheumatologist. He's like, "Oh my God, you got all this arthritis, and I already know better. It's muscle pain, for one thing, and it's tendon pain, and more than anything, and some joint pain, and that comes and goes. So arthritis doesn't really come and go like mine does, It's not like you go to bed at night and wake up and you're like, oh, I'm cured, arthritis is gone. And I just don't have it. And like I said, I already know why it does this. It's the iron loading. Everybody who has this gets this iron loading, And that's what it causes. It causes the pain in your muscles, your your skeletal muscles, not extraskeletal, but our skeletal muscles, which are our big ones, like our thighs, and it's what holds our bones together. And so it's not the joints that hurt, it's the muscle and the tendons as well that connect to your joints. But there's no inflammation, So that's your number one key that you should key in on as a doctor. Is somebody's knuckles and stuff, or they're all swelled up. No, look pretty normal to me, doc, And it just hasn't ever happened, and it wasn't worth the argument. Just try to explain to a doctor, something he knows nothing about. You probably kind of make him feel like crap, but that's too bad, because he doesn't know. He should say, I really don't know, and I think I don't know. I think they have contests about how many different types of doctors they can refer you to, That's why he was so desperate to find out who my doctor was. And I just told him, this has nothing to do with what's going on, And we're not going to go there. You already heard the story, And I know I pissed him off. He got up and walked out and left the PA there, and I didn't sign that paperwork, Just gave him a great big one of these. No, thank you, please. And I knew I had an appointment coming up. And I'll double check with the hematologist here this afternoon. I have the appointment. And ask him what what's his thoughts about the muscle pain and the tendon pain and the level of my iron saturation and my ferritin and how it all works together. And iron can be painful. And iron, when it starts loading, can be very painful. And so just because my ferritin numbers are going down, that doesn't mean I'm not iron loading. And he's going to probably order another blood test so we can see where my iron saturation level is. And then we can find out if I started loading again. You can load while you're donating as well. So I think another one I didn't cover was my little brother. He finally got his crap straightened out with the doctors down there in Nevada. And he tested negative. And great thing. And my little sister had her test Monday. And she should get some results back here, a week, whatever. And so we'll find out where she's at, and some good, some bad, and I'm just glad that some are getting, some don't have it. But by me having it, if most likely I'm going to die from this, that gives them a chance. Now they know. And so they can get tested, and they can start getting monitored and get in a pre-maintenance, preventive type thing to control it. Like I said, my mom, 85, she's still kicking, and not a problem. She had not a clue, and but that's key, is early detection. Like anything, I guess, the earlier they can catch it, the better off you are with any type of disease, genetic or otherwise, But he went down, he got tested, and so he knows where he's at. He's in good shape, and he'll probably just change his habits a little bit, and I think the hematologist gave him a game plan, which was why don't you just do the Red Cross thing 3 or 4 times a year, and come see me in a year, and we'll pull an iron panel on you and see where you're at. If nothing happens, nothing happens. Great. You've helped out some people. You donated blood, I believe. The community he lives in, and I believe he said they're bringing in a little mobile blood van, whatever, into his community, and that's easy peasy, little tiny itty bitty little needle, little stick in the arm. I usually don't fill those little butterfly needles. He probably all had them, They're just the itty bitty ones, just enough to suck out that one itty bitty vial of blood, That's all you need. And so that's his game plan, And like I said, he might change, some life, habits, whatever you want to call them, And maybe not eat as much raw liver like he does. But no, he doesn't eat raw liver, But, he can look out. So it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, And, my granddaughter, hopefully they'll get her tested right soon. I would have already had it done, but so be it. That's not the case. And just be treated and monitored. It's when it's not, and it just gets away, and it attacks your heart, and it attacks your liver, it attacks your gallbladder, it attacks your spleen, which we don't need that, but, and it goes after those organs, and, no matter what, I need a liver, And it's not the kind you're going to get at the grocery store either, And I'd hate to see anybody else, feel like I do every day, Feel like crap, kind of today. I feel all right, but I don't. And so it's not a half and half day, because those are like the first half of the day is great, and then it's the second half of the day. And I actually had to take a nausea pill the other day, and that's when I came up with a half and half day, and I haven't puked in months, 4 months, I think. I hadn't puked, it's just like all of a sudden just felt like crap. But and I got the old chemo fog bank in my head today, just kind of dizzy. That's to be expected, and but that's where we're at. I'll update you over the weekend, and if I remember, we'll cover my wife's new work schedule, I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna get off of here right at 30 minutes. But I'll try to remember to cover that, and we'll talk about what the hematologist had to say today about if we're going to use 2 doctors or just my new primary care, and or or both, whatever's. And the hematologist hasn't done me bad, but he's more into treating people with bad blood cancers, leukemia, and that's more his forte. And my new PCP, he's an oncologist, and so this is more his scope, and their offices are right there side by side pretty much, and that makes it handy. And they both deal with Sutter Coast and in the network, and which always makes it handy dandy. And we'll see if he orders up some tests, but I think that's about all I really had for you guys today. We did finally finish Shameless. I will say that, Holy Toledo. And that took forever. But if you guys know anything we can start to binge watch on, it's got a few seasons in it, write it down there in the description, we'll check it out. We got Netflix and Discovery Plus and I don't know, all that, channels that you have if you don't pay for cable. We have, and that's what we do. we gave up on the cable, and so put something down there. I'll put down there a link to the PayPal if you so desire to help. It's greatly appreciated. $1, $2, it doesn't matter. We don't judge. If you're just inclined to help, I'll have that link down there in the description, and feel free to hit it. That goes directly to me. And PayPal don't take out a chunk like they did the PayPal pool. Why I hate the pools, but and we do greatly appreciate it. And till next time, this weekend, sometime over the weekend, you guys be safe. You poor dudes inland in the valley, I got my heater on this morning, so I don't know what to tell you. It looks like we're running 60 degrees outside, and I see like Grants Pass, Medford. They're supposed to hit 109, 110 today and tomorrow. So you guys stay cool, stay hydrated. Definitely don't want you falling down from heat stroke and heat exhaustion. And especially Dan, be safe over there. And make sure your friends are safe. It's going to be a hot one, man. And, come on over to the coast if you want, buddy. There's no rule about how often you can come over here and enjoy this coolness. Just don't spread the news too much, because then we get flocked by terrorists over here. 60 degrees, buddy. Anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll talk soon, all right? Peace out.